everyone and welcome to the World Tour. We've had a busy transfer window, strengthening the team after finishing 4th last season, and hopefully this year we're going to be pushing for the title. Right, as I said, we've had a busy transfer window. We've had a fair few players coming in and going out of the club. We did need to strengthen. We finished 4th last season, which weren't a terrible result, but this year we are being tipped to win the league. So if you go into the league and look at the season preview, we're actually the media's favourites to win the league. So we also have a couple of players in the Dream 11. Trashy's there, Toppy's there, Potter-Carrero's there, Kitanovsky's there. So yeah, they're fancying us a bit there with the Dream 11 for the year as well. So I think what you want to see first of all is the transfer window. So as you can see, there's been some money spent. We were given a transfer budget of 115,000, and I know there it shows that we've spent 350. But this 225k isn't all up front. I think I've only paid 75k for that guy up front. So that is a lot lower than it actually shows. And just to show you. So yeah, Seka, we've got 3 more payments of £51,500. So yeah, we've not paid every penny that is displaying. Let's go through the outs first. So Renato Arapi has left to go to Al-Daid for free. He was getting old, 34, so I'll let his contract expire. Emir Agoli has gone to Kamsa. He was a youngster that weren't going to develop, so I'll let him leave. Bedri Greka has gone for 20k. He wasn't getting any games last season because we don't use the position that he's in. He was actually one that I brought in before I changed my tactic, so I've sold him on. We have made a good profit on him anyway, and he was 30 years old, so I didn't think that was too bad. Jurgen Bardi has gone out as well, again another one that I brought in before I changed my tactic, so I've let him leave. We have made a small profit on him as well, so that's always good. Belak has gone to KF Laci as well. He was a centre-back that weren't really getting any game time for us, and I have a lot of better options, as you've seen last season. So he's gone. We made a very small profit on him as well, so it's going well so far. Claidi Shala has gone. I've got better options at DM. As it turns out, I probably shouldn't have sold him because I don't have much cover, but we learned from his mistakes. He's one that came through the academy at Teuta, so he's all profit. Jake Peters is one of the youth candidates that came through our development centre. So even though he's English, he's come through an Albanian development centre. So I've set him out on loan to get him some game time. He's currently operating at Category 2 level, but he can develop to be a Category 1 player eventually. He's only got 2-star potential, but there's a possibility that he could develop and I can make some money on him anyway. And then Darko Nikac has gone for £48,000 to begin with, raising to 68. I purely sold him just because of his age. We've made a good profit on him as well. I didn't play him a lot and he wasn't prolific, so at 30 I sold him on. And I do have a lot of strike options, you'll see. So obviously Beckford is one of our first choice. We've still got Mbodge from last season, and then I've brought a couple in as well. So let's go back and show you the guys that's come in. First of all is one of our strikers, Nick Jermel. He's come in on a free transfer. Last season was at Endi Gorica in Slovenia. He's not prolific, but he's not cost a penny. And he's decent, so he can be a decent backup option. Drillian Sadiku, another one that's come in for free. Doesn't really play in any positions that we use, but because he was a freebie and he was playing at Partizani Tirana last year, I thought, low wages, bring him in, loan him out, develop him, make some profit on him. That he's purely been brought in for making profit. Adit Jalpai, he's come in from Bailis on a free transfer as well. He actually finished as one of the top scorers in the Cup last season. If you remember my previous episode, I told you to watch out for that name. This transfer was already in the pipeline back then. I'm hoping he's going to be a starter, but when he came in he was injured, so he's probably not going to start the first game for us today. Enis Marina has come in as a DM. He's 17 years old. He's not quite at first team level for us yet, but because I don't have any other DM options, he's probably going to get some game time, which will help him develop anyway. He cost me 63k in compensation from Illyria, so that's it. Compensation paid. 17 years old. Potentially a massive profit on him once he's developed his 5-star potential. The next one is Blend Sulai. He's another one that I brought in for profit. He's 17, he's an attacking midfielder. I've already got him listed for loan. He's wanted by Tamori. Yep, so probably going to let him go out on loan. He's come from Neftitari in the Category B. Played, looks like, a full season last year. 11 assists, 3 goals, and nearly a 7 average rating. So bring him in, develop him. He's not cost anything, sell him on. He's not got a massive amount of potential, but it could make us some money. Lyndon Salahi has come in as one of my new central midfield choices. He's going to be the advanced playmaker. Stats are unbelievable. We've got him on a free from FC20. He's also played for Standard Liège and Anderlecht, so he's got a lot of high-profile clubs under his belt. He's not made a lot of appearances. I mean, we don't know if he's played games for these teams because obviously this database is being built by a Football Manager player, so he's probably got a lot more to his name than what his history shows. But he's very, very good. He can still develop, and he's 22. So for a freebie, I think we've got ourselves a real good signing there. The next one is Erlian Cheka. He's a new left back. He's going to be Kitanovsky's backup. Again, like I say, we haven't paid 225k for him yet. We've only paid about 75. The rest of it's over monthly instalments. So I'll probably have moved on before we have to pay for this guy. But there's obviously, with his value already at 135k, there's a chance that we can make a profit on him anyway. So that'll be fine. And then Arnold Assini is coming. He's a 16-year-old defensive midfielder. I've brought him in. Again, this is compensation. So nothing else left to pay on him. 4-star potential, so could develop into being a first-team player for us. But if not, it could develop into being a good profit maker. So my starting 11 is looking like this. This is how it would be ideally with no injuries, but obviously I'm going to have to make some tweaks to this for the game. So Elajai is our first choice keeper again. I'm going to give Doda more games this season because he's only young and I want him to kick on to try and reach this 5-star potential that he's got. The two centre-backs are going to be Topi and Porto Carrero. Kitanovsky is going to be playing on the left. Then we've got Salahi and Mushai in the middle. Trashy out on the right, Sahiti on the left. You'll notice I've dropped Dosti. Just disappeared for us back end of last season. And then up front we've got Beckford as the pressing forward and Xiaopai as the advanced forward. I haven't picked my bench yet, but it's just going to be a case of picking players to cover. So let's get the match preview. Today we've got Castrioti at home to start off our season. So a very winnable game for us. I'm not going to risk Xiaopai. I'm going to play Jamal. And Trashy is not fully fit. So Dosti is actually going to get a start today. So, bench-wise, Avdilari is one of our other youth candidates. 4.5-star potential. Already as good as Bobby Seletsky. So he is going to be my cup keeper this season and my second choice. Seletsky's probably not going to get any games this year. He had a automatic 1-year extension on his contract, so he's contracted until next season. Probably he's not going to get played. So Ibars is going to be my centre back on the bench with Kriyeju, Seka, Marina, Kechiku. How many can I pick? 9. Right, okay. That's fine then. So Sadiku, Bodge, Chaupai, and Bonnie. In fact, let's put the keeper on bench just in case. I've got 9 substitutes, so keeper. Let's go. Let's try and start off this season with a promising win. Like I say, we are the media's favourites to win the league this year, despite us scraping 4th last season. So, no pressure, lads. Well, I'm happy with the transfer window we've had. We've brought in some cracking players, so that hopefully will translate onto the pitch. Sahiti is pounding into the box. It's a shame about the shot, but early signs of his intent. He's definitely going to be attacking and coming inside quite a bit by the looks of it. Portocarrero heads it out nicely to Doda on the right, who plays it forward to Jamal. Gets the cross in. Sahi, he's getting his eye in his Salahi, so never know. Maybe he might prove to be a very, very good replacement for Dosti on that left-hand side. Karakachi. Ooh, he's missed his tackle. Doda's got rid of it, though. Push him out. Dosti sneaks in. Jamal's through. He's got 2 defenders. Ooh, that was a brilliant last-ditch tackle. Jamal's picked it back up, though. Swings it into the box. Beckford heads it down. And Sahiti has got himself his first goal of the season. An assist for Ledian Mushai, who has been the subject of a lot of bids this season from Skendabau and the other one that I can't remember the name of. When the league table comes back up, I'll show you. Doda's in there. Sahiti gets his second on his debut. We're 24 minutes into his debut and he's got 2 goals. Them. Vlajnia Shkurda were after him as well. So I've been turning down a lot of bids for Mushai this year. He is one that we brought in as well in our first season. Kastriotis managed not to have a shot at all this half. That just shows how good our defending's been this first half. Sahiti's in there with the goals. Definitely a worthy replacement for Dosti. Dosti was obviously the goal scorer early on last season, but kind of petered out towards the end. We've got ourselves a penalty. Sahiti's going to take it. Can he have a hat-trick on his debut? He can! What an absolute signing I've got there. We've actually scored a penalty as well. And Castriotis still haven't had a shot. If this is how our season is going to progress, then we're in for a good one this year, lads. We've had 22 shots. Sahiti heads it down to Beckford. Back to Kitanovsky. Portocarrero. Back to Sahiti. Mushai. Beckford. Sahali. Good save. Salahi likes to get himself a few shots as well from midfield. Dosti plays it to Salahi. He's offside from that corner. Going well. Nick Jamal is not playing his best. He's complacent. So, and Bodge can come on. Kiechiku can bring in. And let Seka have his debut. In fact, I'm going to bring on Marina, the youngster. It's a perfect opportunity to give him a bit of football and development. We're 3-0 up. We're not really looking like we're under any pressure. Castriotti's managed 1 shot all game. So why not let him have a run out? Aid his development, first team football and everything. Then I'll not need to worry about the fact I don't have any defensive midfield backup because the 17-year-old will be ready. You can see, I'm thinking, you see. Thinking ahead. One thing I do know how to do on Football Manager is develop young players. Slowly at first, same as with that goalkeeper. I'm going to break him into the team slowly to begin with. And then next year I might even be looking at him as first choice, you never know. So that, I think, was a good win for the start of our season. Just shows the transfer window that we've had. One of our new signings goes and bangs himself in a hat-trick. And he's only on loan at the minute. But I've got one of these agreed fees. Where is it? There, future fee 350k. So, did I even show you him on the transfer history? Yeah, I did. Sahiti. So yeah, he's turning into a... Already going to get him for cheaper than what his value is. I think if he carries on like that all season, 350k would be an absolute bargain. Sahiti scores spectacular Teuta Durres debut hat-trick. It's valued at 450k and we've already got an agreed fee of 350. So you were absolutely unbelievable, young man. John Vuchai. I'm waiting for my scouts to pull up a defensive midfielder that's free and I'll bring him in. Finance-wise, we're well under our wage budget, which is usually something that I don't do. I'm very, very good at spending more money on wages than I'm given, so to be under it is good for me. We've got 21k of us 115 left to spend. That's obviously affected by what's come into the club as well. I am going to play quite a few games off of camera this time round, so I'm probably going to fly through September. Obviously, because you've seen us play a season and a half with this club already, and it's a journeyman, I just want to get through it. So we'll come back for Partizani Tirana and the first leg of the cup in the next episode. Hopefully with just a nice big pile of green here. So, thank you everybody for watching. If you enjoyed that episode, please leave a like down below. Drop me a comment, let me know what you think of the transfer window. Obviously, one of the players I've picked up is already turning out to be spectacular. If you're new to the channel, please consider a subscription. If you're already a subscriber, turn on your notifications to keep up to date with my FM20 content. And I'll catch you in the next episode.